What did your job want you to hide from customers? 1. I worked at an art glass store that sold glass, mostly made in China with very few actual nice pieces. We were told to peel the made in China stickers off. If anyone asked where the glass came from, we would say New Jersey, which is where the supplier was from. I always felt like Danny DeVito in Matilda changing the odometer on his used cars. 2. I worked at McDonald's, and they taught me how to pinch the fry carton just right while putting the fries into them so that it looked full but actually wasn't. I only had one customer call me out on it. He shook the fries out into his bag and poured them back into the fry carton himself, and it only filled up halfway, so I had to give him more fries. I was impressed and embarrassed. It's been 7 years, and I can still see his face. 3. I work at a movie theater. People are always trying to sneak food in. In our employee handbooks, it actually says people can bring food in as long as it doesn't smell bad. It's funny to see customers nervously hide their bags so we don't see it. 4. I work in a restaurant, and we reheat sauces for several days. Depending on how many times this has happened, they would look and taste completely different. I told my friends and family not to eat there as there was plenty of sketchy stuff going on. 5. I work at a shoe store, and we recently got a shipment of clearance sandals, which meant years-old sandals that had been sitting in some warehouse. As I was putting them out, I noticed some of them had green stuff all over them, which turned out to be mold. We were instructed by corporate to wipe it off and sell them anyway. Luckily, my manager is sane and refuses to put out the moldy shoes, but still sketchy. 6. I worked for a shady computer repair company that took in electronic recycling. He would charge $1 an inch to dispose of old CRT monitors and then toss them into the dumpster. This was just one of the many shady things he did. 7. Worked at a bike rental shop where we told customers we sanitized the helmets we rented via heat treatment. Heat treatment consisted of having some sorry high schooler run up to the top of the building, essentially the attic of this old wooden structure, and just leave them in boxes or, if they were wet, hung from nails to drip and dry. 8. I've worked for 2 separate escape rooms. Everyone who didn't get out got really close. Usually, we'll show you what you missed if there are only a few puzzles left. If we don't show you anything, it's because we didn't want to make you feel bad. 9. The cup of soup and bowl of soup were the exact same size. People would pay more for a bowl and just get a cup of soup in a bowl that was shorter and wider at the bottom than the cup. 10. At U-Haul, we weren't allowed to tell customers that trucks charge their fee by the 24 hours, which means that a customer renting a truck for 3 hours is paying just as much as another customer who is renting it for the whole day.